These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. On 1st down, Stafford here. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
McLaughlin lining up for the point out.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision, being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
On the return is Hines. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he's got Rome. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree
you're
totally.
The guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches. Because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete to number
A
89.
15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
And 7. Rodrigo.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So that holding call set them up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
And inches at the 19-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Back at the 16-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Airing one out for Crowder. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get it.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early.
And I think the ball's out, and the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been two ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Hill going to keep it on the option. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, but first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Darius Leonard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3rd down.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Colts 14, Jets 7.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. It's coming this way, Here we go. Ship. Watch the ship.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And the return man will shuffle through the white stuff, secure the fair catch with both hands. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Second and 10, Stafford again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Stafford. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
1st and goal.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Buying time to his left. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Tim Patrick with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Colts 21, Jets 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. On the return, here's Hall. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 30.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Stafford looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
A 51-yard.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Option play, and Hill will keep it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Colts 28, Jets 7. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick
So
off.
after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Check. Dragon 60.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now this time he'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
No, I can't go. Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. He changed name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get expected nothing back. In fact,
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Switch.
Now they try the right side here. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was tackled.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check 99. Check 99. Shift, shift.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
He may try and run for this. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Denzel Mims with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
No good.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return is Hines. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Blake.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
5 yards on the play. And
3rd and 2, Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return is Hines. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
Colts.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Here's Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
He was brought down.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. They're going to Gallman here on the screen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First and 10, Taylor now. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Hill going to try and run with it. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Taysom Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Stafford on first down. He's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
For Indianapolis.
On the return, here's Hall. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it'll be second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's now 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Hey, we got to get this stuff.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
57 to Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford, catch made here by Campbell. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20 and all the way down to the 17-yard line.
Campbell.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st down, Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
He's going to let it fly, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Marshall, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Right back for Marshall. This time it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
The score, Colts 42, Jets 26.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Number 28.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Today's
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.